More with Less brought to you by Cooney Lexus of Greenwood Village. You know, spring is supposed to be a time for optimism, especially in baseball. Things are warming up. The grass finally is green. You hear the smack of the baseball, either off the bat or into the catcher's mitt. And your team hasn't lost any games yet either. But it's really hard to be optimistic about the Rockies this year, at least for me it is. The pitching staff was ranked poorly before the Rocks reported to Scottsdale. And now with all these injuries, in my mind at least, this very well could be the worst starting rotation in baseball. And that will probably lend to another disastrous season. Might even be worse than even the 2012 season when they lost 98 games. This could be a 100-loss season. I hate to say it, but it is already time to hit the panic button. They have only 3 guys in the rotation who are even semi-reliable, and even that's pushing it. Kyle Kendrick, Jordan Lyles, and Tyler Matzik. Kendrick wasn't re-signed by another really bad team that's desperate for pitching, the Phillies. What does that tell you? Lyles was healthy only half of last year, and Matzik's never even started a season on a major league roster. The Rockies' ace, Jorge De La Rosa, he'll probably start out on the disabled list. And the rest of the possible rotation fillers are either journeymen or really raw rookies. I'm starting to wonder why the club isn't doing something to fill this void. The New York Mets say they're willing to trade veteran Dylan Gee. He's having a pretty good spring. So are the Rockies picking up the phone and calling the Mets? According to baseball people I've talked to, the Rocks haven't been aggressive at all looking for pitching help. I'm starting to wonder, do the Rockies see this as a throwaway season? Is that the way they're acting? Why trade valuable assets for pitching help when you know you're not going to win anything anyway, even if you were to land somebody like a Dylan Gee? So I guess they're saying just suck it up, take your lumps, let some of the young pitchers mature a little more, then make your move next year or the year after. Is that what's going on here? I'm not really sure. And if so, is that fair to the 2.5 million people who will pay their way into Coors Field this summer? Do the fans even care? Subject for another day, I guess. And what about the residual effects here, the collateral damage? I'm talking about Troy Tulowitzki and Carlos Gonzalez. Do you really think they want to live through this? Not anymore. I know both those guys. They're not digging this. If this is what the Rockies are doing purposely, you can expect Tulo and Cargo to demand trades, which makes me wonder, is that what the Rockies want also? You can get an awful lot in return for those 2 guys, and you dump some big salaries. It's really making me wonder what's going on over there. Woody and I will talk about it in a little bit, and that's more with less. Hey, Colorado's #1 volume Lexus dealer is Cooney Lexus of Greenwood Village. So test drive the first ever Lexus NX or the RC at their state-of-the-art facility. It's brand new and it's conveniently located at I-25 in Bellevue, right off the freeway. You can view current specials and inventory at Cooney Lexus of GreenwoodVillage.com.